69ers aren't just reserved for awkward teenagers. They can be an incredibly sexy way to give and receive pleasure, be intimate with your partner, and spice up your sex life and oral game. But you want to do 69ers right so it feels great for you and your partner. And I've got 8 tips for you for the best 69ers possible. But first, what is a 69? I know for many of you, you'll know the answer, but there's no silly questions here. And 69 is a way of doing oral sex where you and your partner lie top to tail so you can both pleasure each other's genitals at the same time. The first tip is to not expect a 69 to be like regular oral sex. You might think, oh, I love receiving head. It feels amazing. I love giving head. That feels amazing. If I can bind the two where I'm giving and receiving head at the same time, it's just going to be... But the reality of the situation is it's very difficult to give good oral sex while you are receiving good oral sex and to focus on both of the things at the same time. This means in the 69 position, you're less likely to get that constant buildup of intensity that leads towards orgasm, like when you're just receiving oral sex yourself or when you're giving it to your partner. You can't just both build up and build up and build up over time, because the thing is, as your partner's giving you more and more pleasure, your skill and ability to give them more pleasure is going to drop because you're focused on your own pleasure. But that is okay, and that's a good part of 69. Take turns in receiving pleasure and giving pleasure. Just because you're in this position doesn't mean that you have to be giving your partner pleasure the entire time. Let them give you pleasure for a time and just enjoy their genitals in your face, or lick them softly and give them a soft amount of pleasure. And if you're giving your partner more pleasure, then expect them to do something similar. This ebb and flow can feel really good and can be really intimate with your partner. And I generally find 69 position is not going to cause this intense buildup. It's just nice and intimate and something fun we can do. And then we can move on to something else if we want to increase the intensity. The second tip is to have the taller person on the bottom. So sometimes size is an issue when you've got one partner who's taller than the other partner. Body parts just don't line up exactly. And so in this circumstance, having the taller person on the bottom seems to work, especially if the taller person is a male. This is because men's erections tend to point up towards the stomach, shortening the distance, whereas vulvas obviously do not. The third tip is if you've got someone with a vulva on the top, then get a pillow or even get 2 pillows and put them under your head. This is because you're going to need to raise your head up anyway to reach their vulva, because it's going to be slightly higher than where your mouth is if they're going to be reaching down to your genitals. This can make your neck really sore really quickly. So by putting pillows under your head, it pushes you up, allowing you to reach their vulva easier without the strain. And then the fourth tip, if the person on the bottom has a vulva and you want better access, what you can do is actually tilt their pelvis up by grabbing a pillow and putting it underneath their bum. This is going to lift their pelvis up, which is going to be closer to your mouth, making it easier to give them pleasure. Alternatively, instead of using a pillow, you can actually lift their legs up and tuck them under your arms. So you're pulling their legs up, so their legs are going towards their head. This is going to raise their pelvis up as well, which is going to give you much better access to the full entirety of the vulva, and also access to their bum if you want to lick their bum and they're into that. When you've lifted their legs up and you've got full access, this is when you can really give them a good amount of pleasure, and you could potentially even bring them to orgasm, or at least build them up close to it. To learn the best techniques on how to give your partner oral sex, I've got a free advanced tutorial, which you can get access to by going to passionately.com/oral or clicking the link in the description down below. In that tutorial, I show you the best and most consistent techniques for giving your partner orgasms using your mouth and using your fingers. So again, go to passionately.com/oral or click the link in the description down below to get access to that. The fifth tip is a position tip. Often we think of 69 as one person being on top of the other. However, one of the best and most comfortable ways to do the 69 position is to actually both be lying on your sides. When you're doing this, you can rest your head on your partner's thigh, so you don't have to raise your head up. It's not going to strain your neck. And then you've got really easy access to their genitals. This can really allow you to do the 69 position for so much longer than the other positions, and it's a really calm and sensual way to do it. The sixth tip is to use your hands in this position. Your partner's busy pleasuring you, you're using your mouth to pleasure their genitals, but your hands are free, especially if you're on the bottom and you don't need to support yourself. So take advantage of that by touching them all over. You might want to rub your hands on their stomach and up to their chest. You might want to play with their back, or you might want to massage their bum, or even play with their anus. You can also use your hands on their genitals, so you can finger your partner in the 69er position, or if he's got a penis, then you can masturbate it when you're in this position. Sometimes it can be really sexy that rather than focusing on both of you having your face in each other's genitals all the time, whoever's on top can actually sit up a bit more, and the person on the bottom can really enjoy licking them and almost being smothered by them. And then you can use your hands to pleasure your partner. So you can masturbate if they have a penis, or you can go inside and finger them while you're sitting on top of them. There's so many creative ways to use your hands, so make sure you get them involved. The seventh tip is to have a safe signal, especially if you've got a penis on top, because when the penis is going into the mouth when you're on top, the person on the bottom has a lot less control about how deep it goes and how good their breathing is. Even if you've got a vulva on top, if she sits on top of you, you might not be able to breathe if she's fully smothering you. Usually I just use a hard sort of tapping, which means, hey, I need to breathe. Or you could also dig your nails into your partner, just some sort of signal that says, hey, I need to take a breath now. And tip number 8 is to explore butt stuff in the 69 position. If you're into it and if your partner's into it, it can be extremely pleasurable, and this can be a great position to do it in. You can often reach their bum with your tongue, especially if you've pulled their legs up, or if you're lying on your side, you can get around and get access. Or if you're the person on the bottom and they sit back, then they can get access to your bum, and it can feel really good and really fun to explore butt stuff in this position. If you want to learn more about how to do butt stuff well, then go ahead and check out this guide all about butt stuff. Alternatively, don't forget to go to passionately.com/oral, or click this link here to download that free advanced tutorial and learn how to give your partner some of the best orgasms of their life.